Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Evil Genius 2, where today we're gonna try to kill our first super agent. I don't know exactly how long this thing is gonna be or exactly how it will end, but like it does feel like mostly I'm just doing this to see, because I don't think we need to. I don't think we're really in any danger from anyone in the outside world, and honestly, like, I kind of just haven't felt that we were in danger at any point. There was one part where we were like Benny Hilling our genius around to avoid enemies, and I guess that, you know, that's sort of bad times, but like that could potentially maybe have ended with us losing the game, but probably not. Really, we were not in very much danger there, and we've never even been in that much danger again, so I don't know, maybe the game's a little on the easy side is what I'm saying. Anyway, so we're working on that. We gotta swipe an anvil artifact on the world stage. Where is that job? Are you my artifact? Nope, you're just a big pile of money. Which region is anvil? Anvil's over here. Okay. You. Nope, that's the same thing. It's an invitation for J Steel. Here we go. A piece of a super collider is being trucked from Peking University to a research site. There's a long stretch of road where the truck will be relatively unguarded. Okay, that seems very doable. How are we on heat here? You know what, give me an upgrade on this and then we'll run that. That's how we'll deal with the heat here. It's a little bit better in a long-term sense than just resetting the heat in the area via one of those intel and money operations. So we're pushing our heat higher and higher. We're sort of things are getting uglier and uglier with these agents. We have a chart for this. Yeah, here. Okay, remarkably, I don't even know which one is that? That's Smash probably? Very low with Smash. Saber and Patriot are the ones that were really upsetting. I have been doing a lot of work in those areas, I suppose. Alright, this should complete relatively quickly. And then I guess once we get this started, we probably want to commit a bunch of people to, well, I was going to say we probably want to commit a bunch of people to just doing upgrades, but also I guess we are out of money, so probably that would also be a good thing to commit a bunch of people to. So guards, workers, and technicians, just a little bit of intel. This is all fine. Okay, yeah, money. Money is a problem. Also, in some places, heat. Heat is still a problem. Let's go ahead and deheatify this area. Seems like we need it pretty badly, and yep, there we are. Gotta dig an entrance to the 3rd level Doomsday Cavern. So, how do I want to do this? I guess we'll just make another staircase room here. Didn't really leave enough space. I guess I could dig. Maybe we could do like this, right? And just put the staircase in, the other staircase in there going upward. Below is a problem, but up is fine. Good. Yeah, this one goes up. Oh wow, I didn't plan that ahead of time. That was very nearly not functional. I probably should have looked, huh? Whatever. It's all good. It all worked out just fine. Just go ahead and do this, and then I guess we'll dig it around this way. Always in 4s. It's always got to be in 4s. Okay. And we should probably have, like, some kind of security door or something on, right? Because there's no door on the first. There's a. We got a bottleneck already. We're fine. Oh. While we're doing this, let's just go ahead and remember now, so I don't have to remember later. Just like throw a couple of fire extinguishers up here. You know, no reason not to. We'll put an additional door here. Okay. So, did I commit that theft? I didn't, right? Oh, no, I did. I pressed the button. Okay, so let's just look around for some more places where some stuff could get done of value. Like over here. 3 broadcast strength. We have 14 left. Okay, so we can upgrade a significant number of areas. Yeah, upgrade this one. Hopefully we'll actually get there before that locks down. Over here, we're unable to... Oh, we're intel short. Right. Well, we did send Zalika back to her desk to reacquire morale so that we could get back on this.
Certain, but my success.
I do feel like the prioritization tools here do not feel terrible. Where is she? What? Is that her? Did she just path from the stairs right here all the way around the lair to get to... It's literally in the same room. Hold on. Are they unable to pass through this space? Is that what's happening? Ooh, I think it might be. Okay, you know, that's extremely fixable. I guess what I was thinking is... here, let's do that. What I was thinking is we could just dig out a space of wall here. I guess that does disrupt these.
To land yourself in symmetry sight.
Okay, great. Symmetry's present again, and she's still voice acting. How about if we do this? We'll dig out this wall. We'll move this back to here. That should make that area accessible. Oh, sorry, cancel. I was also going to move some other stuff. Let's put this as far over there as possible, and then that, and that should make all the... I'm surprised that's not legal. Well, move the fire extinguisher over to here, I guess, and then I guess we'll fill in this area. I mean, it's fine. There's no particular reason for it. No. Undo. There we go. There's no particular reason that it needs to... Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Okay, so Symmetry's here, and she's stealing our gold, and at this point, that almost certainly means she's down here, right? Yep. We got Symmetry and her various rogues. And they're, you know what? They're showing up with better stats now. Well, I can still mark them all for death, right? We just won't respond to the tags until they are broken. And Symmetry herself, it says defeat. So I guess we just terminate. It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't say like we have to capture her or anything.
Symmetry. Now.
Yep. Okay. It does seem like when we capture someone, we have to deplete their vitality to like 10, and then also do damage to them, which will deplete their skill. So there's a pretty big difference with someone like Symmetry between the one thing and the other thing. And then I guess we just have a question here of like, do we run the henchmen down here immediately? Or do we want to wait until they're in a part of the base where we have better henchman coverage? Like, we have cameras. Thanks to our network here. We have camera vision pretty much all the way through this hallway. So if we just jump them in the hall, people will show up, but it'll take a little while. Actually, you know what might be a good idea in a sort of a long-term sense? Is there a place over here where we can dig a staircase to just connect to the bottom level so people don't have to run all the way across the base, like around the circle, to get down here? We do have a little gap in the... Yeah, maybe. So let's see. The closest place where we could dig is over here. It is a little inconvenient. I can dig corridor. I can't dig this. This is the last kind of rock I can do. Okay, well let's go ahead and just do this then. We'll put in some stairs right here that cannot go down. Is that... This is undiggable rock, huh? Yeah, that's inconvenient. The diggable rock on this floor ends like exactly where the diggable rock ends on the other side, on the floor above this, like right, we'll zoom all the way in. Yeah, so we have to be able to dig the last kind of rock before we can do that. Revert, don't bother with any of it then. Oof, and that is unfortunately in research tier 5. We are a long way off. Well, crud. Alright, start working on more henchman research, I suppose. And yeah, I guess we're just gonna call the henchmen down here, and we'll get it started. And it's gonna be ugly. I guess you don't have to get called down.
Iris unit calculating optimal route.
Iris and Eli should run, and as soon as the fight starts, we'll just have Jubei teleport in.
You're running out of gold. Maybe spend less, or steal more.
Maybe spend less, or murder more thieves. Okay. It's on. Where is Eli at this moment? Oof. There's no way he could possibly have been far enough away for that to be where he should be after this much running. Let's have Zalika run, because it would be great if she could show up and do some damage. And then these are mostly... First of all, we are in range of a camera, right? Like, this camera can see that? Yeah. Okay, so the guards and everything should be on their way. And then my question is, do we want to run Jubei in after Eli shows up? Like, obviously it's valuable to get him in early, but I also don't want him to just get defeated. Here, let's keep an eye on her for a second. We'll see how... Oh, let me unfast forward. See how bad the damage is? A power reroute can buy a lot of time. The answer is the damage is pretty harsh. Oh, Julius Bird's just still hanging out. I didn't realize that he was going to be sticking around. I mean, I guess it's true. We did brainwash him. Alright, so Zalika's about to actually be present for shooting. Eli's not close. Well, I guess he's not that far. Alright, I'm bringing Jubei in.
What do you ask of Jubei? Fear, rage, and death. I'll be there. Kick!
He just yells the word kick. That's how he does martial arts. Are you planning to, like, help here? Can we commit a murder, maybe? Okay. Okay, she's doing it. And I heard body bag. The losing has started on their part. Actually, no, it might just have been one of my minions dying. Oh, no, okay, we're definitely defeating some of them. So yeah, Iris is gonna get beat. There's no two ways about that. I pressed the wrong button. Eli, where you at? Okay, he's coming. Oh, never mind, we did it. Okay, you've met a new opponent to your plans. Although you have beaten them, it would be foolish to think they are defeated for good. Listen, grammar's difficult. Go to objectives. Let's just claim our reward here, which is just some money.
You indulge me, Symmetry. You're a rogue. Why are you against me?
What? You think I'm just going to spell out my whole deal for you? Hmm? It's more fun if I keep you guessing. Besides, you're just trying to keep me on the line until you can establish a tracer signal, which I disabled.
I'm going to make you pay for making me waste that very expensive tracer device.
Here's some free advice. Don't bother looking for me. The next time I hit you, you won't see me coming.
Is gleeful the right emotion to be... Okay, whatever. I don't know. All of this stuff is terrible. Just truly awful. Well, Eli, thanks for showing up.
Yeah.
Yes. I cannot think
go refill. We may as well while we're sitting here. So, can we now engage another side story about her? It probably is the case that with any of the super agents, you have to, like, do several steps, right? Alright, Symmetry as a spy has left a long trail of enemies over the years. Round some of them up and glean their insights into your current problem. Yeah, it seems like a reasonable approach.
On our efforts to locate the operative known as Symmetry.
We've been looking everywhere, boss. Asked every lowlife, but either they're too low or she's too high.
You would think that would make it easy.
I suppose I shouldn't have expected otherwise. Very well. It appears we must force her to go by my schedule.
She's a ghost, boss. No one can hold her. How do you plan to do that?
Please. Symmetry is still human. She has human pressure points. If we press the right one, she'll come running.
This is maybe like a little bit unfair. But that's really hard to buy. Like,
A criminal network has been upgraded.
I know that these two things don't directly connect, but they sure feel like they connect. Her being extremely bad at voice acting really gives her an air of not being very bright, which makes it harder to buy this, you know, world's sneakiest super spy act that we're being expected to buy. I think it's an unfortunate reality that that particular production hurdle has such a negative effect. Alright, hopefully we'll actually get on that in time. And we'll get this thing in a moment. Try to get some upgrades going. We need to get
What?
back on
Another
this.
experiment requires my
We can now
attention.
definitely run through here. Right, that is certainly a space that is available to us. But we're going to watch until Zalika actually does it to make sure that that's the case.
I'm
Nope.
intrigued
Nope.
to see
Over here, though?
results.
But what about right here? Nope,
If
okay.
logic dictates.
So still a problem. Alright, I think we're just going to have to... Here, I'm going to move this. Is there space for it downstairs? It's a big room. It's a big room, but all of the wall space is very spoken for. Alright. Then yeah, we're just going to lose one of these. That's fine. Because we really, really need, apparently, to expand this space a little bit. Oh, apparently there was already a fire extinguisher right there. Why is that? Is that not valid because of the fire extinguisher? Here, move this over to here. It's a corridor-only fire extinguisher. Well, we have lots of places to put things. Here, put it over here for all I care. Just get it the hell out of the way. Okay, that's definitely enough space to run through. Probably. Okay, and then how committed are we on these? I guess I took it back down to normal speed, so of course everything's going to be super slow. Let's let this actually happen, and then we'll talk to Symmetry's enemies on the world stage. It feels like we should have, I don't know, like not a Slack channel exactly, but you know... No, I do kind of feel like why wouldn't all the supervillains be in a like a Discord together, right?
Running out of gold. Maybe rob a bank?
Get to like share memes about the world of the forces of justice and stuff. It seems like a natural fit. Okay, so just some real basic guys. 8 valets is a little harsh. A cosmetics mogul who lost her last company to Symmetry's corporate espionage is attempting a relaunch. Have your minions pose as potential investors so they can get some time on her busy schedule. Yeah, okay, I guess. Feels like we could just do some kidnapping, but I guess people are not that likely to give you the good intel if you engage with them in an openly hostile fashion. Alright, well, it would be really nice to be able to get this one, so I guess what we're really waiting for is... intel.
I'm not bossy.
Hey, y'all, do the thing. Can we now... Okay, people can totally walk through there now. Good.
Training has stalled.
Good, good, good. Is Iris feeling okay?
Awaiting command.
Okay, she's getting it back.
I have updates available.
Here, just take a seat in the chair. Go ahead and reset all of your deal.
A henchman has recovered.
And how is that digging project going? Okay, it's going. They're working on it. So what was it, 20 intel?
Something is wrong with either
Yeah,
the minions
still
or the training.
a very serious problem. If there's a way to get faster intel, that might be a thing that is worth prioritizing. I don't know if there's an upgraded version of that console available, maybe? We should have a look after we get our current research finished. And of course, as always, the helicopter leaves without one of the people, thus guaranteeing an additional trip. Because why do things in a useful or efficient way when you could do things the helicopter way? All right, so we're still a little bit short on supercomputers as well. We have a lot of outgoing money still to deal with. Is this just one person? No, this is a team of 3 minions working together, and they still can't get it done any faster than this. Ridiculous. Alright, oh, hey, yeah, there's a bunch of space over here. I forgot about all this. Because we do need more signal strength. We don't have access... Did I ever actually research the upgraded console? Oh, no, I totally did. Okay. Ooh, outputs 2 signal strength. It's actually worse in a dollars to signal strength and power to signal strength ratio. But it does get it for you at a little bit less space, I guess, is the idea. That's why this is a good thing. And, you know, space is a premium. Every little bit of space that you want to dig out, you know, has a monetary cost as well, right? I do wish that I could have buildings be more... I wish that we had prioritization tools where we could say, like, this is not important to do right now, but just, like, you know, get on it when we can. Because I would love to have these be prioritized after the supercomputers. Honestly, I think for right now, we're just going to not even... Let's let the supercomputers happen, and then we'll worry about other stuff. Alright. So, that's finally starting... And we have a little bit of intel. 45 heat gain to the region is totally absorbable. Politician found herself in the hot seat because of some incriminating documents Symmetry stole from her house. And for some reason, this is... Okay. We're just staking out her home, huh? That's all we're doing with all of these guns and everything? Alright. I do not find that particularly believable. And then, like, you know, we're gonna need more money. Wow. Why 30 intel for only that much money? It's just like always do the science schemes, huh? 25 intel for $700,000 is... It's a better rate, but it's also just a very large amount of intel, and way more gold than I can actually hold on to. I guess... Over here, what we really need to be doing is nuking heat, and in fact, yeah, the valets will not get there in time. Alright, go ahead and do this. Get the reset. I don't know why I went to the research menu. We definitely don't have the money to start any research that I would actually care about. What's this at? Only 86. We have time to do a slow reset on that. Don't think that should be a problem.
Training resumed.
Same is probably true over here. Let's try to get those Patriot heat levels down a little bit. 3 spin doctors for the big reset. You know what? Go ahead. That's fine. They're gonna get in there and they're gonna sing about those 2 princes and everybody's gonna relax. I always relax when I hear that song, so.
Training resumed.
We don't really want to decrease the number of tourists that are coming to the cover operation, I don't think. Oh boy, we don't have anywhere where our heat is currently low. Alright, so we're short broadcast strength for everything else. I mean, for the moment, we're not desperate for intel, so I'm just gonna buy a couple of the fast resets here. You know, we just keep producing. Okay, that's gonna blow up. There's nothing we can do about that. Acquired the expertise of Symmetry's previous marks. So now we gotta put together a rogues gallery. What is that gonna cost us? Symmetry's enemies gave you a photographic record of her most successful mission. It's time to put it together and look for patterns. Well, I can, in fact, barely afford to do that, so I guess let's do so. Ooh, this is getting pretty fancy. I don't exactly even really know how to interpret what I'm seeing here. But it looks important. It looks very important. Who's gonna do the upgrade? Okay, yeah, it's gonna have to be... I don't know why we have all of these orange minions up on this floor. Is sort of what I was thinking. Like, what Well, whatever. Here comes an actual scientist to do the thing. This is not a useful place for you to be. What if stuff happens? You know, actually, maybe that's exactly what they're thinking. If bad things go down, I want to be as far from the front of the base as possible so that I have plausible deniability. Oh, gee, you know, I wanted to help, boss. It took so long for me to arrive. Everybody was already dead by the time I got there. Okay. So we also need... What is he talking about? Alright, let's get the word out that you have a new treasure, the likes of which the world has never seen. Okay, I'm sure Symmetry will totally bite on that obvious lie. So, Anvil territory... Unfortunately, pretty much all of Anvil is locked down right now, so we're not going to be able to do this for another minute or two. Wow, what is this? Pay 50,000 gold to hire 5 socialites quickly? Why would you... for what reason, though? Why would you do that?
Complete.
Okay, we gotta spread the virus on the world stage. What a moment. What a moment for this to show up. And it just so happens that it completely obliterates heat in the area. The virus has discovered a way to delete all the criminal records in Australia. Why just in Australia? Who knows? But that's definitely a thing worth committing to immediately. We could really use a heat reduction in this area. Here we're at 127. Seems like this is also a good idea. Oh, no, this one is heat up. The virus has informed us of a Jakarta hotel with extremely lax security. Oh yeah, I think we could probably just leave that one for later. Actually, we should probably drop heat here. Okay, can't do the fast one. God, 22 minutes it'll take for that to run. Well, we should probably do it. And then I should probably not commit any more jobs, because we need this to land, like, relatively soon. So let's not confuse the helicopter pilot with anything further. We'll worry about luring Symmetry a little bit later, which I guess for the moment means we're not doing anything but accumulating dollars.
Your minions are in combat.
Why? What? Why? Must you? Really? So apparently, these particular Anvil investigators are going to be a problem.
I want that intruder discovered and captured.
Well, the good news is,
Speak your mind.
this,
Like the wind.
I suspect this will be under control presently.
Come listen, you hate to see me go, but you love to watch me move.
Okay, apparently Eli's got a nice ass. I hadn't noticed, but you know, that's probably because we're mostly looking at things from above. And how is Zalika doing? Okay, yes, she does in fact need to go and recharge so that we can prioritize stuff more. I cannot imagine that she will be necessary for the fight, right? Like, Jubei's gonna get under control. Actually, I should probably make sure that we capture tag all these. We can wring some information out of them. Is Jubei on flow mode? He is not. Flow. Really just flow the hell out of these guys. Okay.
A scheme has succeeded.
Yep, and Eli will tank that one. He'll be fine. Alright, have we committed those helicopter trips yet? Nope. There we go. Okay, now let's do some other stuff. So, this area just reset. Where is the Symmetry one? That's the thing I'm most concerned about right now. Although, I mean, we may as well commit on these, I guess, while we're here. We'll get Symmetry. We'll get there. So this is virus spread number 3. This area just reset. It's easy enough to fire off. So that's 4, and then we just need to do one more, and we are going to be short resources. Okay. We're never going to get those supercomputers. I'm way too easy to distract. Alright, So that should get us all of our computer viruses out. I'm not even reading the text. Tourists love a camel ride in Egypt. Then they'll pay whatever it takes to get the camel to stop and let them off. The virus tells you they'll pay even more than anyone has tried so far. Well, okay. I guess that's a good idea. An analysis of changing language patterns using the virus has taught you how to predict next year's slang. Oh man, yeah, we could get ahead of it with t-shirts and stuff. I get it. I see why that's a plan. Thanks to what the virus has uncovered about their psychology, you can make agents disbelieve the evidence of their own eyes. Okay, that one's less clever. That just sounds like a real scheme. Okay. Nope, that's not a lure symmetry. Don't we usually have a lure super agent mission available in the region that the agent is currently in? I guess not right now. Well, we'll have to wait until she decides to go to some place that I'm allowed to lure her from. I do think it's kind of weird a little bit that the writing in these little mission tags is like consistently way better than the writing in the dialogue interactions, because you would assume it's the same writers. But I guess it's not really the same kind of writing, is it? That's probably got something to do with it. 20 intel for $60,000. No, not really. Oh, right. We do have to actually deal with the captured agents. Okay, Jubei, my dude, could you maybe just, like, show up here and make sure this actually gets dealt with? And then... interrogates, for sure.
An agent has escaped captivity.
Jubei, my friend, you seem to be a little confused. I did ask you to go in there for a reason. Okay, problem solved. But for real, interrogations. Oh, this is a real you snooze, you lose kind of situation for Iris, I think. Yeah, let's make sure these get done quickly so that we don't have to worry about constant escapes anymore. We should probably just, like, build better cells. What if the cells were good, though?
An agent has given us their secrets.
Alright, please surrender any intel you have. I imagine you guys are high level. You must be way up there in the organization. You gotta have some good stuff. Okay, 4 intel. I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, back to the world stage. Can we... where's Symmetry right now, and can we lure her from there? Who are you? Oh, that's Atomic Olga. Okay, we haven't really seen very much of her yet. You're Miss Foxworth? Bloody hell. Where on earth did Symmetry go? I guess they're not always in their territory, because this isn't her territory. Yeah, it's not Steele's territory. Okay, so I guess let's just keep looking around for the missions that have the big arrows on them. This game does love to put big arrows on the invitations. She seems to have gone underground a little bit. Maybe she has some idea of what I'm going for here. She's trying to be smart about it. I don't like it. I don't like it when my enemies are trying to be smart. Oh, there she is. But again, no invitation mission, it looks like. Yep, that just buys socialites. That's a heat thing, that's a heat thing, and that is data. Data for my stupid world-conquering ray that I still don't understand how exactly it's going to conquer the world. You know what? I will commit some scientists on that. That's probably worthwhile. Same deal here. Let's just go ahead and make some dollars from science. You guys could reset that. That's probably a good idea. And then, yep, we're just waiting for her to play along. Oh, now I have to gather data. Well, damn it. I don't want to do that. That doesn't sound fun. Okay, that's fuel. We can turn mercenaries into fuel. There's a bunch of different ways you can do that. Get on it. Also, noticing that we are slowing down in our rate of intel acquisition. Okay. Can she now get here in a slightly faster way? Does this work the way we want it to? Hooray! I fixed it.
Because I said so.
Huzzah! I fixed the huge problem that I caused. What a hero. Okay, that reset is still happening. No data available here. Data is only available in places where the heat is comically high already.
Training has stalled.
I will in fact send minions to go do that. That seems fine. Invitation Blue Saint. This is pretty doable. 14 is a weird intel cost. I wonder why that's like that. Well, whatever. We're going to sit here until we have 14 intel, and then we're going to press this button. I guess... Hold on. We should look around. Because there might be an opportunity to invite... what's her name?
Barely rumpled my suit.
Is he rumbling with people? Are we fighting? Are we doing combat? Okay. I mean, these really do need to be captures, right?
Speak your mind.
Buddy, could you go and help out with this, perhaps? It seems like there's a situation occurring. Amazing teleporting minion. Wonderful stuff. Does that mean that there's another... Because they don't usually show up in pairs, right? Is there another investigator somewhere who just didn't get tagged? Looks like no. What's that? Oh. Just a little bit of the old planted evidence. It's in a place where it like almost can't matter. So I guess it doesn't really care. Alright, keep bringing in money from the tourists, and then we'll get those interrogations off quickly here. Alright, global operations. We have stuff to do. Like this. No? This. This? This one's a good idea. Yeah. Only 30 heat gain. That region has plenty of room to gain heat. Is this upgraded? Okay, so that is... We're short biologists now. That is the first time that has ever been the case. That's just going to bring in more people. I need a heat drop, but unfortunately the only heat drop available here is that one.
Has been subdued and captured.
Alright, well I think we're probably... We've got to be pretty close to actually finishing off the research machines, right? Here, we can check on that while this is happening. Did we actually... Okay, there's one left to buy, and yeah, we're almost there. Those are like a very serious cost. It takes a long time to get that worked out.
Interrogation success. An agent has given us their secrets.
Is research... No, we're not... Research is just not going down. I mean, part of the problem is that it just takes people a long time to work up the science tree, to become a scientist and then become a biologist. And they keep having to break because they don't have enough stats to, like, they have to stop and get food and stuff. So yeah, is what it is. Alright, now that we've actually purchased that thing, we can devote money to research again. Which is good. And, like, other causes in general. Alright, do we have an invitation available? Let's steal again. There's symmetry. Yeah. That should be quick and easy. And then once we've done that, we probably need to push to reset. Unfortunately, actually don't have a good reset available here. So I guess we're just going to get lots of unfriendly agents. Alright, are we cool on all of this stuff? Yes, we actually did empty our prison. So, data? Hell yeah. We're going to need to run a lot of those data scams. Alright, so that'll get her, and it should happen pretty quickly. It does not feel to me like we actually have a plan, though. Like, what are we doing, precisely? This is worth doing. This looks easy enough. Oh, the Blue Saint has shown up. What an extremely bad time for that. What a hugely bad moment for that.
Training has stalled.
Okay, we are at not even close to full minions here. Let's maybe hire people on because we need to get back up to cap. We're gonna have a couple of big ugly fights in front of us here.
Either the minions or the the training room, boss.
It keeps telling me that, but it keeps, like, kind of not being true. And I think what's happening is it just means minions are running out of stats while they're trading. And so they have to go back and... Yeah, see, like... It's not clear to me why this guy... Yeah. I don't know. It says something is wrong, but, like, nothing is wrong. I don't... Whatever. It'll get dealt with eventually? Hold on, who are you? Oh, you're just... Okay. The spin doctors are wearing clothing that looks different to me from above, from basically everybody else's clothing. Alright, so, again, we kind of want to let the Blue Saint get inside before we kick things off, I think. And, like, ideally... get trapped? I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Okay, here's where it becomes a thing, right? So let's just kill him. Did we... Okay, we have optional objectives to kill some people, but unfortunately none of the people we've been killing are those people. Alright, definitely time for minions. And now that I've fixed our base's flow issue... Oh, I haven't... Eli's health is not in a great place. Haven't had him reset. And the minions don't take care of themselves. That's a bummer. Okay. You get over here. I'm actually going to order Jubei to the reset table.
Tranquility?
Let's hope that he can do that quickly. Where is he right now? He is outside for some reason. My dude. Okay.
Speak your mind.
Windwalk to the reset table.
Your minion.
Time to contemplate violence.
Yes, please contemplate violence. That's actually very important.
Something is wrong with
Where's
either.
Eli right now?
Yeah.
Okay, he's at the stairs. That's a fine place for him to be. Let's just tell him to get the hell over here.
Here I come.
Because it is beginning.
If one of your wounds can feed me, I'll eat my mask.
Oh, that's not him.
I am
Yep.
the boy. I've calculated.
Okay, shoot. Yep, shooting is good.
Too pretty for concealed kill.
Load your revolver, and then
Henchman.
have some fun. Oh, never mind. Problem solved.
My buddy.
Well, still get over here because I think we're going to have some other problems. Yeah.
I have reports of an intruder in. I demand
Capture
that
them.
immediate discovery
Capture
and
them.
subsequent
Capture them,
I
probably.
want that intruder
Yeah.
found and captured.
That all seems fine. And then we can probably maybe let these ones just get run off. Let's see. Let's see what happens.
Identified.
Because, like, fighting's going to start over here, and they're going to notice, probably. Okay. Congratulations. Nope. Saboteurs die. I have no interest in capturing people who are going to just blow up my jail cells.
I'll make a statistic.
Isolating.
Got it.
So you can be capture tagged. You might actually just get walked off. You're not paying attention to what's going on. How's Iris doing? Does she need a reset?
Processor.
Nah, she's good.
What do you need?
Okay.
Let's
Zalika should not be engaged in melee combat. There we go. She does way more damage when she's doing it this way.
Your hordes and traps are no match for a stiff upper lip.
Wait. Is Steel also showing up? It's just like really not a good moment for all this noise. Eli is not in danger. But okay, fine. Step back.
They don't stand a chance.
Okay, he only has a ranged attack when his cooldown ability is up, apparently. Alright, I'm gonna send him back down to the table. Seems like a good time for it.
Rest my feet.
And how's Jubei doing? Still not refilled, actually. It takes a long time.
This Iris unit will be offline.
need anything recharging my.
Let's go do some classic minion hangout time. Classic henchman hangout time. Clean up these body bags quickly. We're about to have other problems.
A scheme has succeeded.
Somehow the speedboat driver knows that everybody's dead and that they need to leave
An agent
immediately.
has been captured. We have captured an agent.
Alright, let's definitely get some intel out of these agents.
A minion is deserting.
Man, Spin Doctor... Capture
that minion.
Huh, an amateur entomologist and into frogs. Why are you a Spin Doctor instead of like a biologist? You know, we have a role specifically for this in our base.
Let's have your minions ready. No wonder Agent Steel.
Alright, where's Agent Steel? You know what I don't have time for right now? Is, you. Hey, Jubei, my friend, could you... Okay, as soon as he becomes available, let's do this. I dig the outfit, very sort of period appropriate kind of British idea going on there. Where are you going, friend? That is the fight.
Release.
Your minions are
All right.
nothing more. An agent's body may shatter, but our bond is unbreakable.
An agent's body may shatter. That's harsh. That's pretty harsh. So what's up with Symmetry? Because I definitely did lure Symmetry on the world stage, and we just got no credit for that quest. Maybe you're not supposed to use the invitation thing? But like, what else could we possibly have done? Huh. Yeah, okay, I don't know what they want from me. Can you get over here and reset this quickly? Yeah, 8 heat, that's probably enough time. Get on this as well. And then... yeah, I don't really know exactly what to do to get a hold of Symmetry if the invitation mission is not what we were looking for. We also still have to be getting fuel. You know, let's let these other 2 missions run, though, because those are a little time sensitive.
The scheme has succeeded.
We do need to get some data. We do always need to be managing heat and getting data. Oops, not basement. Let's make sure that we're committing all of our interrogates here. You get escorted to the brainwashateria.
An agent has escaped.
Speak your mind.
Hey, buddy, could you maybe... Thank you.
Only if I must.
An agent has been captured.
Okay, people are getting escorted to the various things. We just gotta make sure we actually take care of these. It really does feel like, though, that you should be able to, Huh. Wait, what happened with that? The person who got brainwashed got turned into a worker with no morale. Okay, you know what? Just deal. Okay, that is not the only place that we were engaged in combat. I just don't... I don't have the time or interest to deal with captures at this point, is what I'm deciding. Yep, flow on them, just really let them have it, and... How is everybody else doing stats-wise? Okay. Eli and Iris probably will not get here in time, but let's... Just in case things go awry, let's send them up and let's deal with these captures and get back to doing other more important things. It does feel like if you have a room set up with a device and cells and stuff, that your minions should be able to handle this without you having to manually order every interrogation. I guess I can make it a little less annoying by building more devices so that I can just queue up multiples. But also, I shouldn't have to do that manually at all. Alright, you guys are level 4s. Alright, let's hope that my people will get the thing done here.
Your minions are in combat.
Okay, we are not in fact in combat. Everything's cool now. Nope, never mind. A bunch of hammer soldiers showed up out of nowhere. Well, okay. Deal. Where did a bunch of level 2 hammer soldiers come from? Yeah, deal with, please. Can you maximize the dealing with?
Affirmative.
There's probably not a button for select all of my minions, but there absolutely should be. Oh, I see. There's a super agent. That's what happened. That super agent showed up. I don't know where at, though. Eli, you wanna maybe participate? Just gonna stand there and watch? Okay, well. Annoying.
Purging unwanted files.
And Jubei got injured because Eli didn't want to bother and I haven't reset him enough.
Speak your mind.
Awaiting input.
Okay, you don't need to be reset. You don't need to be reset. Am I out of morale? Nope.
Nothing is certain, but
Let's just go ahead and get more intel. We have 99 right now, but that's... We'll go through it quickly enough. Okay. So I need one more data gathering mission, just in some place where heat is not extremely maxed out. Nope, not that one. This one. We got plenty of time on that. Here, this'll do. Then we still need to try to lure symmetry from the world stage, but not... So that's going to expire before we even get to it. Is that what... No, we know that the other one did, like, happen. We got a guy to it. Yeah, I don't know.
Training resumed.
So we'll just keep looking around for opportunities to... I'm sure that whatever world map node it is, it will get the big notification arrows over it, right? So, I mean, there's a pretty good chance, I suppose, that I've just seen it and, like, not interacted with it already. That feels like it could be me. Just keep looking around, I guess. That's just money and not even a lot of money. Same deal. Oh, you know what? It just struck me. I was like, you know, there's like a weird number of, there's a weird number of missions that talk about horses, but right, this is what the Trojan horse is doing. The Trojan horse is giving us opportunities to make money. And they're not big money-making opportunities, but they are opportunities that don't require intel. There's no unticketed entry, but you have a horse. That's actually really cool. I wish it said on the horse that it was doing that, so that I realized that that was a thing that was happening. You know what? I will commit a bunch of basic workers and guards to that. It is a way to make money without having to spend advanced resources. That is something. Let's valet this area down. That's at 97. There's almost no way we get there in time. I guess I'll give it a shot. I don't want to spend the money in the intel. And then over here... That's a really small amount of money for any amount of intel, honestly. Alright, let's stop committing stuff, but we'll reset all of that. We already have the fuel heist running. We're just waiting. Money and symmetry, basically. Just waiting on money and symmetry. Yeah, I don't want to commit that until after we burn off some of these, though, because some of these are a little bit time sensitive. So I guess we're waiting. I guess we're just sitting around and waiting. We have enough money now that we can start making some other changes. Wait. Did we get one data? Okay, no, there we go. It probably is the case that it's just like one of the data from the mission comes in halfway through the mission, and the other one comes in at the end. The virus is in place around the world, gathering data for Void. In time, it will create the algorithms it needs to guide humanity's minds. And the great Doomsday program will give you control over humanity. It feels like we must be getting close, right?
Is spreading through the world, just as you instructed.
Good, good. Void is learning. It understands humanity like nothing ever has.
Certainly more than I do. Can it explain why people always leave me?
But it isn't enough to understand humanity. We must control it.
Should we feed thoughts into people's minds? I have data packages simulating fond memories of me ready to go.
You know what? I kind of love her consistent characterization, though.
First things first. Build strength. Improve capacity. I want nothing to stand in the way of Void's glory.
Okay, so have a bunch of money, criminal networks, another loot side story, and the other minion type is available now, but we can't actually embark on that until we finish this, right? I mean, I guess I can probably just drop our current side story. I don't want to, though. I want to finish it. I want to do the thing. So... Maybe there's some other kind of thing I'm supposed to be doing? Because let word get out that you have a new treasure doesn't sound like send a valet out to personally invite them to your lair. It sounds like there should be a node type that is like spread rumors about your bullshit. But we sure don't see anything like that, do we? And see, here we have symmetry again. I mean, I'm gonna try this. We're not gonna get to that. Okay, but it does stop the timer immediately. We're gonna actually like try to keep an eye on this and make sure it happens. We'll see if when that fires, it does or does not actually invite her to our base, or well, does or does not actually fulfill this, I guess is what I mean. It is, I'm sure, going to take forever to launch though. So really quickly. We now have just a bunch of spare money sitting around, so I guess this is a good time to go install broadcast strength stuff, right? Let's do that. And I think the way that we were placing these kind of makes sense. Like, I guess sort of what you want to do is create a circle of them, right? That's maximally space efficient. We're gonna be fine on power, right? I think so. These don't feel all that space efficient, though, I'll say that. They are certainly large. So I'm just going to match these up like this, because we're going to end up expanding this room, I'm sure. And then we can build more circles once we've done so. Okay, let's do that for right now. That's 216 power. And honestly, it's not really that much money. So we don't even need to expand Generator Alley. Which is good, because I don't know how we would even get from here to Lima. We really need to get on other side stories. So can we please run this? Can this please get done? I mean, I guess I will just bail on it. If we do this and it doesn't work, we'll just come back. We'll deal with her later. Because we don't actually need to deal with her. I was just kind of curious if we could kill a super agent. Come on, actually fly out here, though. I do feel like we should try to get more stairs in place. Having stairs just on one side of the base means that, like, for anything like repairing things that are on the east side of the generator room, for example, minions have to do an awful lot of running. So maybe I should be like heavily prioritizing that digging technology. Just making sure that we're spending money on research to get access to that instead of other things.
You've got no gold left, boss.
Yeah. I am actually just going to sit here and watch this and make sure that we are sure that this completed. Because I don't think it would have been the case that we got heat locked out of this finishing, right? I'm pretty sure that didn't happen. Let's just go ahead and commit, guys, to this while we're sitting here watching. Reset heat there, and then we'll figure stuff out later.
Task
Okay, no, that time it actually fired. So I have no idea why it didn't fire the first time. Also, all that stuff got built really quickly. Sorry, that's level 4. We already have level 3 in many places. Let's not interrupt that heat reduction scheme. There we go. This one's a prime candidate. And we have enough intel that we can probably... Yeah, we can afford to do upgrades in quite a few places. We don't have anything running here currently. Nope, never mind. I totally do. It's so weird, the delay on the notifications. Like, it's so weird that you are still getting audio and notifications and stuff after you have been paused for, like, a full minute. This seems... it seems like we should probably let that run. Here, though. Here we don't have anything. That's a good one. Here we're currently running something, and it's actually bringing in a lot of money, so let's let that finish. Yeah, we're cool here. We are sending out a lot of minions overall here. We don't have that many biologists sitting around because I have that number tuned pretty low. So maybe let's just let these run, and then we'll figure out other stuff. So wait, hold on. It said we have a mission running here. Oh, I have people. Right, I have people queued up for a thing that they just never actually got to because helicopter pilot. Okay, that's probably good enough for right now. Let's kill Symmetry. So is she gonna just appear in my vault again? Yep, she already has, in fact.
There's an intruder here. Kill them.
And it does just say defeat again. Like, we're not...
Intruder dead.
We have nothing interesting. Where's Symmetry herself? Here we go.
Minions, locate Symmetry and execute
So is
her.
this... Is there more text or anything? Nope. So we lured her in. Like, narratively, this would be the point where you do the kill, but, like, I can't imagine that this is actually going to be that thing because of the fact that there's no, like, there's no mechanical specialness to what we're doing right now.
ID's unit responding.
Okay, you're at full. You're at full.
Here I come.
I was going to try to be more proactive about resetting people's stats.
Need anything? I cannot think around these fools.
Let's just get down here and get reset. Ready for the fight that's about to occur. Just for the moment... Oh! Accidentally broke disguise right as they walked out in a very clumsy way, because they're not good at their jobs. I mean, people are already... Everybody's already coming.
Time to earn my keep.
His stats are not actually... His health is not going up. Does he just have lower max health than the rest of my henchmen for some reason? It's hard to imagine. But let me select my genius, please.
If logic dictates.
Alright.
Be honest.
Go ahead and equip your revolver.
More handsome or dangerous?
Looks like people are mostly not actually focused on him at the moment. Also, Symmetry's like barely even in the fight.
They will. I'm listening.
Flow state. Could you maybe like show up? There we go. Okay, she suffers another defeat, but okay, so we're not.
Rogue can admit when she's beaten. Too bad.
That's a lot of money.
You know how many enemies I have? They've all tried this plan before.
Okay, but the only outcome of that, like, I don't know if she's trying to, I think she's trying to be like, oh, you're not special or smart, but the only thing that really comes out of this is, you're very stupid. If all of your enemies have done this before and it keeps working...
I do know how many enemies you have. I ended up killing most of them. And what's more, Symmetry, it did work. You should strongly consider staying in whatever hole you crawl into.
Sure, this wasn't my best outing. Definitely could have gone better for me. I'll be off. Not
That's
a
enough.
chance.
I can't.
It's...
Okay, I can't. I cannot listen to her anymore. It's a real bummer that the writing being kind of sketchy just like makes it impossible for her to have certain sorts of characterization. Also, wow, we really teleported all of her gold in here instantly. Alright, so one thing we're doing for sure with this is we're just going to mash this button a couple of times just to commit some of that gold down right away. And then, I mean, we got to do something else. I mean, we should probably expand the generator room a little bit. Only 82 extra power on hand obviously is insufficient. That's not going to be enough space, right? So these things are 5 tall, I think. So actually, let's go all the way up to the top of where we can dig here. I think this allows me to get... Okay, we got to leave the alley open, obviously. Although I guess, actually, the right way to do this is just to place these up here, and the alley is... And now it goes around the top. That's, yeah. That's the right way to do this. Damn it. Although we're not going to be able to jam another generator in over top of these anyway, probably. Just really solid work. Really excellent planning on my part. Get that over there. Yeah, so probably in the end, does not matter at all. And we can dig out some space over here, too. And then, research. Research is very important. So we already have all the prereqs for this. All we really need to do is just get better stuff. I guess we could go for fusion generators, but I don't feel like that's as critical as some of the other stuff here. Generates... Okay, this is the better intel generator. That is actually of tremendous value. And then we would want to engage in the side story for the other minion type. The forces of justice send their very best agents to our lair. If we want to train our own agents, we'll need to go out there and get someone more poorly trained. Oh, counter-agent. Interesting.
We've just launched the latest propaganda campaign. Third one today, actually.
Excellent. Do the people love me yet?
Not exactly. It would be easier to do this if you weren't so open about all these crimes you're committing.
What you're saying is I need to destroy the evidence. Or better yet, leave no evidence left behind.
Somehow this is the first time I've ever heard of this concept.
We need someone who thinks like the enemy. Our own agent able to cover our tracks before we even make them.
That does sound useful, unfortunately. In practice, it's just going to be like exactly the same kind of thing that we've been doing. It sounds like it's going to be cooler than it is, I think. So I need a version of this mission that is available in a place where I'm not already committed to stuff. Yes, that will be perfect. Alright, am I running a scheme in this region? Oh, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and cancel that. Alright, so we're working on stuff. We're getting through our moment of preparation, and I think it should be pretty easy. Does this uncomplete? No, okay, you just have to have, at some point during the mission, had 100,000 gold. Okay, cool. We're doing it. Alright, well I think this is actually probably where I ought to call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. It's really easy to get sucked into these games that have these like really incremental tasks, because you're always 10 seconds off from having completed another step of something, right? When you come back next time, tomorrow, maybe we'll finally actually kill Symmetry. I feel like we might be doing the game a favor if we actually pulled that off. And we'll see you then.